Hi guys, this is my long-awaited makeup tutorial. So for my everyday makeup, and especially summer, I don't really like to wear foundation, but a lot of my videos on TikTok have been with me wearing foundation, so we're gonna do that. And my everyday makeup look and this makeup look is literally the same, but without the foundation. Okay, so first we're gonna start off with the House Labs foundation. I do like a half pump, so about that much, and then if I need more, then I'll put a little more. And the shade is 300 medium neutral, if you're wondering. Okay, now we're gonna take a brush. I'm not sure what type of brush this is, but we're just gonna put that literally everywhere. And I don't like to put it under my eyes because then it gets too cakey, so just make sure you put it everywhere else but under your eyes. This foundation is fully full coverage because only a half pump did all this. Now we're gonna use the Huda Beauty color corrector. I have really bad dark circles, so I like to use it to cover them. This is in shade Mango, and I like to just do one dot on each side. And then I blend that out with my finger. Now that that's all blended out, we're gonna brush out our brows. Other than brushing, I don't really do anything else for my brows. Okay, now we're gonna do contour. This is the Makeup by Mario Sculpt Enhancer in shade Dark. I have fully hit the pan on this. And I've literally had this for almost 2 years. It's fully worth your money. You really only need a little to go a long way. So I just like dip it in the pan and then I bring it on my cheekbone like that. Bring it up. Same on this side. Cheekbone, blend it up. And then you're gonna do a little bit on your forehead. I already have some natural contouring like on my face, so I don't like to put too much. I don't know if that's the right terminology, but yeah, you get what I mean. And then obviously some on your jawline. So you're essentially making a 3. Okay, now with that same contour, we're gonna do our nose. I just take a little bit and then I go down in a line like that. Same on the other side. The tip of your nose. And then a line above. So it looks like that. And then you blend this out with your finger as well. So I usually do concealer first, but I kind of forgot about it. But now we're using the Tower 28 concealer. This is in shade Playa. I also swear by the Dior concealer, and this one's in shade 4N, but I'm running out, so I use this, and this on special occasions. I honestly put a lot of concealer. So I put it under my eyes, a little bit under my brow, on my forehead, like in the middle there, my chin, here because I have some pigmentation, so just like under my nose. Alright, so normally I'm in a rush, so I just use a beauty blender, but if you want your concealer to look like very seamless, use a brush first. So I use this concealer brush from e.l.f. and I just blend out my concealer. And I kind of make a line going like that too. So you kind of lift your face a bit. And then after that's all like spread out, I also like to bring a little bit down my nose to fix the contour a bit and on the sides. Like that to really bring in that snatch nose. And then repeat on the same side. Alright, now our concealer is all basically blended with the brush. And now you're going to take that beauty blender and just fully blend it into your face, skin, whatever. Now your concealer is all blended out. Alright, now we're going to move on to blush. And this is the Merit Cheeky Flush Balm. So what I essentially do is I do all my creams and liquid products first, and then you go in with your dry products. And then I just do like one line here and one line there. And then you just blend this out with a beauty blender as well. I also like to blend it under the eyes, so I kind of put it like up there. I don't know how to explain it, but just blend it like upwards. Now that she's all blended, we're gonna do liquid highlighter. This is the Say Super Glow in Star Glow. It's very little, like literally a dot. So I just take a little bit of that and I put it on my cheek, under my eyebrow, and on my nose. Now we're gonna set this. This is my all-time favorite setting spray. While we're waiting for this to dry, I like to do my gel eyeliner. So I always put it on top, so it looks like that. This makes it look like your lashes are longer because with your waterline, it's just like pink or neutral color. But then since your mascara is black and then your waterline is black, it like looks more seamless. I don't know if this makes any sense, but just trust. So usually it depends on what I'm wearing, but usually I'll do black kaujal, but sometimes I'll do brown or blue. It just depends on my outfit. And then you just put it on your bottom waterline as well. Now your setting spray should be dry, so we're gonna powder. This is the Charlotte Tilbury powder in tan, shade number 3. And then you're gonna take a powder puff and put it underneath your under eyes. You're gonna pat this thing so hard into your skin. You can also put your powder anywhere else you get oily or greasy. Now we're gonna do our loose powder. This is the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom powder. And I also use the pink because it helps disguise my dark circles. I also swear by this product. I've had this for 2 years and there's still so much of it. Same thing with the other powder. You're just gonna press that all in. Now we're gonna use translucent powder. This one's from Morphe and it's a dupe to the Laura Mercier. So this one I put on my jawline, like over here. Same side. This just makes you look snatched. And then anywhere else you think you would get oily. Okay, now we're moving on to eyeliner. So before I was using the Natasha Denona one, but now I'm trying out the one size. I feel like my eyeliner fully depends on which eyeliner I'm using because each eyeliner has a different brush. So for my eyeliner, I basically, this is a really weird angle, but I draw a line and then same line on this side. I can't do it while I'm talking. Okay, and then eyeliner is like connect the dots. So just connect it to this side. So right now they look like cousins, but now they look like sisters. If you ever need to clean up your eyeliner, you can use the same brush from your concealer and just like kind of clean it up like that. Okay, now we're gonna do mascara. Another one of my holy grails, the Shiseido eyelash color. Alright, so obviously you're gonna color your lashes with this. I do like, I don't even know how many pulses, like 8. Look at that difference. So good. These are your lashes after you curl them. Okay, so first I use the House Labs mascara. Okay, so basically I just go in like this motion upwards. And then like I go inwards here. And then for the outside lashes, I kind of just like bring them out a little bit like that. Okay, that's how she looks after. And this is the difference. So we're gonna do the same thing on this side to this one. Okay, now that these are both done, we're gonna do our bottom lashes. So for that, I use the Sky High. And I don't like putting too much because I don't like making them too long, but I just put like a little bit so that they're darker. And then I kind of like push them towards the eyeliner. And then obviously we have to clean up this mess, so then I just use a Q-tip and micellar water to do that. And this is the eye makeup. Okay, now we're gonna do powder blush. This is the Tarte Party. And then same thing, you're just gonna brush it upwards and kind of bring it underneath your under eyes as well. And then I bring it like all the way up here, so it looks like that. Same thing on this side, cheek, under eyes, and whatever this is. Now you're gonna use another brush to brush away all of your loose powder, just like that, and just brush that all away. Okay, now we're on the final step. So for highlighter, use this Huda Beauty powder. It's the Medium Glow Obsession. This might be discontinued, I'm not sure, because I've had this for years, as you can see. So I use this shade right here. And then I put it on the tip of my nose, the top, like the bridge. my inner corners, and then under my brow, and for my cheek, I use my finger, and then again, bring it all the way up, and then blend the rest with your finger. Now we're done. So you're gonna use the same setting spray and set your face. Okay, so one thing about my lip combos is that they always change because I'm always using every lip product I have. So I kind of just like pull out what I have right now and use that. But usually I use the NYX Espresso, and luckily I have it. So for your lips, I just line it like that. And then I'm gonna use the Rare Beauty lip tint in Affection. And then this is the finished look. And that's it. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you guys want me to make more of these, or if you have any questions, just comment down below.